What's going on, YouTube? Alright, we're going to get into another lesson. We're just going to jump right into it. This is Hold On by Alabama Shakes. This is a pretty awesome song by one of the coolest bands I think that's come out in a long time, man. They got some really cool sounding stuff. If you like kind of southern, crunchy, almost a gospel sounding kind of rock band, this is the band for you. So this is Brittany Howard and her band of rapscallions, and they're called Alabama Shakes, and this song's called Hold On. I already said all that. So the whole song is going to be centered around this variation of this C chord right here. So a regular C chord looks like this, right? Okay, so all we're going to do, we're going to take, to make this variation, we're going to take our ring finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the big E string. We're going to put our pinky right underneath that on the 3rd fret of the A string. Then your middle finger goes to the 2nd fret of the D string. Your G string stays open. Your pointer finger goes to the 1st fret of the B string, and then your little E string stays open. So there's kind of a lot going on there, but you can get the hang of it. You'll be alright. So all together, that chord sounds like this. It sounds like. And we're going to do a little palm mute action here. So palm muting is just taking this fat part of your hand right here, kind of the side of your palm, and placing it on top of the strings right where they come over this saddle right here, right where that little bend is in the strings. So you'll just put kind of that fat part of your palm right there on that bridge, on those saddles where the strings are coming over, and we're going to do this. All I'm doing right here, palm muting, and I hit the chord, push everything down, hit the chord, and then you can take your palm off if you want. It's already muted, it's already got that sound ringing out. But now you're gonna let go of that chord, but you're gonna keep your fingers on the strings. You're just not gonna push them down hard enough to make the chord resonate out of the strings you're touching. So you're gonna hit the chord, palm mute it. Okay, so I'm letting off. So I'm still touching the strings down here where I would be pushing them down. I'm just not pushing them down. So. Okay, and then you're gonna move everything except your pointer finger. Your pointer finger is gonna stay where it's at. You're gonna move everything else down one string. So ring finger goes to the 3rd fret on the A string, pinky goes to the 3rd fret on the D string, your middle finger goes to the 2nd fret on the G string. That's the next shape of your chord, but how you're going to get to it is you're going to take everything off but your pointer finger, and you're going to hammer all that on. Okay, so you're going to, and don't hit your E string. What I like to do is keep my thumb on top of the E string so it's muted. And then I'll hit all the strings because my E string's muted, so I'll hit all that and then hammer on. That kind of pattern. So come back to this C chord. And again, just kind of play around with the chords. You'll get the hang of it, and you'll feel it out to where, you know, you can kind of play it with your own sound. Play along with the radio. I say this in just about every video I make. I don't get caught up on playing exactly like precise of how the studio recording of the song is, because every time you hear the song, a different version of it, it sounds a little different. So, I mean, when you're listening to a version of the song, that's just the version that they liked when they were in the studio. They said, okay, that sounds good, let's go with that one. And it changes every time they play it. That's just so happens to be the version that they got that they liked in the studio, and they put it on the album, you know. And so you go from there. So I don't get caught up on playing exact. If you want somebody who's going to play it exact, you know, I don't know. You know, I'm sure there's other people on YouTube that you can find who are going to break down every single little detail, and you can play it exactly like the radio with no creativity and just play it like somebody else played it. But I like to play it like I play it. So I'm just going to give you the foundation of how to play the song in general, and you can kind of make up your own way to play along with it, or play along on an acoustic guitar and make up a whole different thing that you could play on a campfire, whatever, you know. So that is pretty much the rhythm guitar for the entire song. Something like that, okay? Now what you're going to get into, we're going to do this little lead part. Okay, all you're doing here, you're going to take pointer finger to the 5th fret on the A string, and you're going to pick that and then hammer on to the 7th fret with your ring finger. Alright, and then you're going to pick the 7th fret on the A string and then go to the 5th fret of the E string. Okay? And then you're going to go to the 8th fret on the E string. And you can hear I'm palm muting in here, and you can palm mute whatever you want to palm mute and leave it open when you want to leave it open. So we're going, and then you're going to hit your 8 again, come back down to 5, and then you're going to come down to the 3rd fret on the E string, and then you're going to hit your 3rd fret again, and you're going to come pick the 5th fret again. Okay? And then you're going to come back up to your 8 and hit it, I believe, 5 times. Yep. So you hit it 4 times, and then one more, and then come down to that 5th fret, and then you're going to start that whole thing over. Okay, that's that little lead part. And that plays on top of and now there's really just one more part of this. You're going to come up here, and this is kind of really a lead kind of a, it's not a solo, it's more of a lead part than what we just played. I guess you could think of it that way. They're both lead parts, but this is like the part that's out front that you really are like, oh, that's cool sounding, right? And so what you're going to do, you're going to take your pointer finger and just bar it across just these 2 strings, just the A string and the D string. So right here on the 10th fret, okay, and you're going to pick your A string and hammer on to the 12, and then you're going to pick the 10th fret of the D string, okay, and you're going to do that. You're going to do that twice. And then you're going to just do this little hammer on one more time. Okay? So it'll sound like... Okay. Now that pattern, you're going to play that whole pattern twice. Okay, and so then, after you have those... that full pattern down and you play that twice... Okay, you're going to play... most of that pattern again. The 10 hammer on 12 10, 10 hammer on 12 10. You'll play that, and now you're going to come to the 12th fret on this D string, and you're going to bend it. so all together that's going to sound like. So you'll pick that 12, and then you'll pick it again and bend it. Okay. Okay, so then you'll do all that again. And then you're gonna bend the 12 and bend it back and release it. You're gonna bend the 12 and then release the 12. Okay, and then you're gonna play that first pattern that you did again. Alright, and now you're gonna bend the 12 on the D string and use your pinky to hold the 12 on the G string, and so you'll play the 12 on the D string and bend it, and then hit the 12 on the G string, and then pick the 12 on the D string that's bent and release it, and then come back to the 10 on the D string. So that'll be like, and then you'll come back to these two 12s that you're holding down on the D and G string, and you'll pick both of those again and bend the D string. Okay, so that whole thing, I'll go over that real slow here. And then all you're gonna do now is come up here and make this little triad chord, and you're gonna put your ring finger on the 15th fret of the D string, your middle finger on the 14th fret of the G string, and your pointer finger on the 13th fret of the B string, and you're gonna hit that 4 times. Okay? And then you're going to scoot down 1 fret with everything, and you're going to switch your pointer finger and your ring finger. So basically you're going to put your pointer finger and your middle finger are going to switch strings. Same frets, but switch strings. So you're going to have your ring finger on the 14th fret of the D string, your middle finger is going to be on the 13th fret of the B string, and your pointer finger will be on the 12th fret of the G string. And you hit that twice. Something like that. Alright, so everything on there, everything in that whole song, we'll run through it real quick. You got that's pretty much the whole song. The chorus has a weird time signature to it. Not a time signature, but just a weird kind of break in it. And then it picks up. So Brittany Howard, when she's playing it, she goes, "You got to wait. You got to wait. Wait." Something kind of like that. So to get that time, the timing of that breakdown, you'll just have to listen to the song. Those are all the chords, those are all the licks. That's pretty much all of it. So I I hope that was informative. Let me know what you thought. If I kind of sped through something, or if I was overkill on explaining something, or whatever I did. I'm trying to get these lessons to where people who are trying to figure out how to play guitar can figure out how to play guitar. And so if I'm doing something wrong, I want to know that. I want you guys to give me feedback, leave comments. And if you thought it was good, or if it just piqued your interest or something, man, that'd be awesome if you'd subscribe or like it or share the video. And hope to see you guys again on the next lesson. Amateur Hour Guitar Lessons. I'm AC Williams. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Adios.